Wow. I just saw the new Silent Hill movie and it was a lot better than I expected. The first half, anyway. The second half was stupid and lame and it literally made no sense. But the first half, I'm very pleased with. If you're kind of worried, like if you think you might not like it, just go see it and figure it out because the entire first half, at least, was full of nods kind of to all the people who have played the Silent Hill games. The second half is a train wreck. I don't know what they were thinking. I'll just let you find out for yourself. But watch out for the one very intense hugging scene. Very intense hugging scene. It was supposed to be a battle, but they were just hugging, and it was like, really? I also really like the few kind of Easter eggs, I guess you'd call them, at the very end. They were also a nod to the fans, kind of like, hey, look, two other characters that you didn't know were gonna be in this. One of them didn't make any sense though, because he was, well, you'll see. I was explaining it to my friend who hasn't played all the Silent Hill games, and she was just like, oh, that's kind of interesting, and I thought it was, because one of the characters in it, he says there are many different Silent Hills, and they're all happening to different people, and I really appreciated that. I really felt like someone who was in the who was involved in making the movies understood what was going on at least. Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised. It was actually pretty good. I'm still ooh excited about it. It was actually really funny because when I was driving back home, there was no fog anywhere, and then as I was driving up the highway that goes onto my street, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, there's this huge, thick curtain of fog. And I was like, are you serious right now? And my friend was like, Silent Hill! and I dropped her off, and I assumed that the fog went on or it ended, and it didn't actually go up to my house. But we drove through it, and it ended right after that highway. And I drove her home, and there was no more fog. And then when I came back, I was expecting it to be kind of like the same thing, like it would just end, but there's actually thick fog encompassing my entire house right now. It's just unfitting, and I'm having my Halloween party tomorrow. The Halloween party where I'm being a Silent Hill uh, bubblehead nerd. It's not exactly the bubblehead, obviously. The mask is the bubblehead, but you get the point. And my boyfriend is being Pyramid Head. And I really hope that the same fog that's happening right now happens again. More hopes. I think that'd be really cool if on the in order to get to my party, people have to drive through the fog and then just yeah, I think it'll be cool. So the point of this video was actually to show you the finished Pyramid Head, not the entire costume. I'm still in the process of making his apron. What would you call that? I'm not sure what it is. Lab coat, apron, whatever it is. But I finished the head, and I'm here to show you guys that. And if there's any interest at all, then I guess I'll show you the finished apron tomorrow once I have it finished. So I'm gonna try and finish it tonight so that it's ready tomorrow. So it's one less thing for me to do. Crunch time. So I'm gonna show you the head. This is the head. I figured out how to put the mesh in. I cut out a triangle right here, and then I put the mesh over it, 2 layers on both the outside and the inside, and you can see through it just fine. I think it looks pretty good. My webcam quality isn't the best, but yeah, you can't tell that there's mesh there. You can tell in real life, well, kind of, but it still looks good. as you can see, it's red, and you can't really tell if there are little black patches all over it, but there are. And I painted these things over as I said I would, and I figured out how to put the helmet in as well. I just well, I had to cut out a lot of styrofoam to shove in the very tip of it because um I just couldn't get it to stay in otherwise. So this is what the inside of it looks like. So see all that styrofoam attached to the, I hot glue gunned it, the inside, all around, and then I put hot glue gun all over the top and sides of the hat as well. And it works really well. I'm not sure what people were saying about having to put weights in the back, because I didn't do that and it stays on my head just fine. And I'm really short, so it doesn't even really fit me properly, but everyone else it stayed on their head fine too. It wasn't my boyfriend who was in the pyramid head videos I made, where you can see probably this head in better detail, and he's 6'2", I believe he said, and it fit him perfectly fine. I mean, he was dancing around in it, and dragging us around, and picking us up, and running around, and it was perfectly fine. It didn't fall off or whatever, and it's perfectly fine on me as well. Yeah. So I'll show you better photos of it from all angles right here. Yeah, so that's the finished pyramid head. Feel free to ask me any questions if you don't understand how I painted it or how I glued it all together or anything at all. That's what I'm here for. That's the point of these videos. I'm just trying to help anyone who is also interested in making pyramid head costumes. I'm pretty pleased with how mine turned out. I think it's pretty good. It took me about 3 days to make the whole thing, but keep in mind that on the second day I spent probably 9 hours working on it. So it really depends on how much dedication you want to put into it. It was actually really easy to make, so if you do a Google search, there are lots of not so good looking pyramid head costumes or cosplays, and I'm not sure how that happens. Sometimes it looks like people just put a box on their head and painted it red, and I guess if that's your level of commitment, that's fine, do whatever you want, but it's actually pretty easy to make. You don't feel intimidated, don't think that you can't make it look good, because I thought it would look like shit, and I think it looks really good, and I'm really proud of myself. And after Halloween, that's going to be on display on my computer desk for forever, because I don't know, what else am I going to do with it? I refuse to throw that away. Maybe I'll make some more silly videos wearing it. So that's it for Pyramid Head. I'd say the most time-consuming part of making it was building it. Painting it was really easy. It probably took me under an hour actually. And about the painting. If you're kind of afraid that spray paint is going to eat the foam, don't worry about it. It did eat the foam a little bit, but it didn't make huge holes all the way through. It just left some little dents, which I personally like. I think it adds I don't know, more realism to it, I guess. Kind of he has battle wounds, battle scars, whatever. But if you really don't want any dents or anything like that in it at all, just hold the spray paint can really far away from it instead of really close, because I actually did it pretty close to the thing for some of the paints anyway. And I actually really like how I like the effect that it's holding it close to some parts of it. So yeah, now I am finished Pyramid Head, finally. I really hope that this helped you, and thank you for watching my videos. I'm sure they were really awkward and uncomfortable to sit through, so thank you.